everyone, it's Sunday, and I thought I would create a tag video about something I've been thinking about a lot. And a lot of my Twitter friends, my Twitter followers, and people I love to follow have been on a mission to find amazing brushes that are the be all end all perfect brush set. So, myself included, I have acquired a few new brushes, and I haven't really shown them yet, but maybe at the end I'll sneak in a brush review of something. Anyway, so this is my tag, and off the bat, I have to say I'm tagging Michelle, Makeup MLC, Michelle 1218, Lisa SZ09, Josh Collier MUA, but I have a feeling I may know what his brushes are, and Makeup Lover USA. So, that's definitely who I want to tag first. So anyway, anyone's welcome to do this. I would love to see it. Let me know if you've done it. All right, so to get started, I have this little pile acquired here that I'm going to show you, and I love them all. So I'm going to start with face brushes. This concealer brush has sort of revolutionized my concealer usage, but I do want to say that some of these brushes can be duped in other brands, and I'll talk about that as well. This is the Sephora Professional Airbrush Concealer Brush. It looks like this. This is the silver handle, but they still make it with a gray handle now. I think I even have one. Yes, from a set from Sephora, and this one is the same thing, Airbrush Concealer. They're about the same size. This came in a set I showed last month probably. It's a fantastic set. But anyway, they're the same. And this is like the perfect synthetic fiber to really get in here and touch the concealer into your under eye area as well as dotted on blemishes. I love this. This has changed the way I do makeup on clients and on myself, especially with blemishes. This is absolutely fantastic. I think everyone needs this brush in her or his collection. So that's one. The next face brush is kind of a no-brainer, and I talk about these all the time. I have so many different brands of this, and they're all great, and really they're all the same. So I'll kind of get into this and why I like it. This is just a foundation brush. I was going to show you this one because I seem to reach for this one the most, but I love the Urban Decay foundation brush. What is this? Does it say what it's called? Optical blurring brush on this one, F84 from Sigma on this one. I hear that the Sedona Lace version of this is fantastic. The flat top one is fine. This Real Techniques buffing brush, dense bristled brush, they all work the same. They're all fantastic. They're all something that we all need in our collection. And the reason I love this so much is I've been playing with the Beauty Blender as of late, and I don't know, I might be the only person that's going to say this. I don't like it. I cannot make my foundation look nearly as good as I can with these brushes. And I tend to find that during the day when I see my reflection, that it feels like with the Beauty Blender, it tends to be a little bit cakey, and who wants to look like that? So, hands down, I always use a foundation brush. This brush I'm super excited to show you. I've talked about it a lot. If you're new to my channel, I do makeup on clients also. I have a little hobby business too. I reach for this all the time for multiple uses. It is fantastic. Everyone needs to own this. This is the Sephora 55 Pro Airbrush. It looks like this. It's pretty big. It's fairly fluffy. It's not terribly dense. It has the perfect bristle for grabbing color. As far as synthetics go, this is such a holy grail brush for me that I have 3 of them up here and 3 in my kit. That's how much I love it. And the reason I love this is it is perfect for bronzer. It's the perfect shape. It's perfect for powder because you can blot the powder onto the skin. And I also use it then for blush. So I literally use it in this order. I use it for powder. I use it for bronzer. I use it for blush. I wipe it off on a clean towel, and I kind of buff everything together. It is that good. With this, I feel you don't need a blush brush, powder brush, bronzer brush. You can just use one brush, and literally it does not muddy up the waters as long as you have sort of like I always have a clean towel and just kind of wipe it off between products. This retails for, I want to say it's $34, which is a very good price for what it is. I've never had one of these shed. The handles stay shiny and pretty, which I cannot say for Sigma. They get a little dingy, but hopefully your clients are yourself doesn't mind that. I don't really care for myself, but for my clients, I wish they looked a little cleaner. Sephora brushes stay beautiful. They have great quality bristles. I love them. I don't have any of their eye brushes. Well, no, I do. I have some from that kit, but they're fine. But I really love this brush. This is such a holy grail. I use it every single day. And then, sorry, I'm sniffly today. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I'm not. I have a little collection of eye brushes to share. So first of all, I use this every day. I have tons of them. Whenever they're buy one, get one half off, I buy this set. This is the Essence of Beauty, which is a Sephora brand, or Sephora, CVS brand. This is the tiny crease brush. It's called the Fine Crease Brush. And I use this under the eyes. And on a client who has a smaller shaped eye, or perhaps maybe a monolid, I'll use this to sort of create a crease. On myself, I use it under the eyes. I use it in the outer V right there, sometimes if I have a very dark color. And every day I find a use for this. It's great in the inner corners. It's just the perfect shape. And it's so tiny and so well made. I've never had one of these shed either. They clean up really well, and it's very, very cheap. It's like a $6.79 for this and its sister brush, which is the larger crease brush, which is also a nice brush, but I do really love this one. This one is so good. Next, I have the Sonia Kashuk blending brush, so for this kind of work, like that. It is a fluffy dome brush. I've had many of these over the years. I use them in my kit. The new ones have a black-ended handle. It's very well made. They're really nice. Sonia Kashuk has really stepped up their game, and their products are fantastic. This is such a good brush, so everyone needs this. I remember the first time I bought it, not quite understanding the best way to use it, but I really feel it's the best blending brush there is on the market. And I know MAC has one like this, but I've never bothered to purchase it because I have this one. Now, for me, in my eye shape, this is my absolute favorite crease brush because it comes to a point and it's flat. And this is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. I have also used it to apply color on the lid, but it's the perfect shape for my eye for a crease brush, and it is really, really well made. Again, a good synthetic bristle that does grab color well and is easy to clean up with alcohol. I have a ton of these in my kit. The only downside to this brush is if you get alcohol, if you clean with alcohol, onto this rubber handle, it will disintegrate, which I don't really care. You should see this one. I still use this. I accidentally smashed it into my kit and whatever, it still works. So this is really, really good. Now, I have 3 more and then I'm finished. I swear I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Okay. Best brow brush I own, hands down. It's amazing. Brow brush from Real Techniques. It's again in the same kit as this one. So it's $17.99 for like 5 brushes that are all good. But this brush is so good for the brows. It's just unbelievable. It's my favorite. And then lastly, these two are what I typically would use to lay down color on the lids. And this is the MAC 239. I think everyone should own this, especially for really intense color. This is a no-brainer. It's amazing. And then the Sigma Blending E25 or the 217 from MAC. This is phenomenal. It's also a very good crease brush, but for some reason I really like this one on me better because of the shape being pointed. This one's more flat across the top. Both are fantastic. They have different purposes and they're really good. So those are my basic everyday use all the time brushes. What are yours? I cannot wait to see what this tag does and see what you love too. So lastly, I wanted to show you my recently acquired Marc Jacobs bronzing brush. It's huge. It's well weighted. It's very pretty. It was pretty expensive. And I find this only to be very useful for powder. So, I don't know. I can't use this for bronzer. I'm too pale. It's just too much color laid down all over the face. Not great for that, but I do like it for finishing powders. So that being said, I am not going to buy another one for my kit or anything like that. I'm just going to use this for myself. But I do really like it. It's nice and it's soft. So anyway, those are my brushes. I hope you're doing well. Let me know what you think of this video. I can't wait to see what your responses are, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.